Okay, I just had a really bad panic attack. And I was trying to decide whether I want to make this video now or kind of wait it out a little bit. But I thought, I think I'll go ahead and make it now because everything's like really fresh in my mind. I woke up this morning and I was feeling like this nervous, jittery feeling in my stomach, and I wasn't sure what was going on, but it was like a nervous, jittery feeling, and almost like feeling like there's something that I'm waiting on that's about to happen, like something bad is about to happen, which is the first sign having problems with anxiety. So then as the day has moved forward, I just went into a bad panic attack. I started feeling like I couldn't breathe, started crying, just feeling overwhelmed and extremely scared, and anyway, it was awful, absolutely awful. What I did is I just started praying. I mean, I've had panic attacks in the past, and they're always awful. But I don't know. They're, like I said, they're always awful. And so it's not like one of those things you really get used to. The main thing that I found is I started like analyzing, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Do not do that. But I tend to do that sometimes. I'll start over analyzing the situation because I could not figure out why exactly. I did think about like clips through the day of let's see. Also, what I did do is I took some cold water and splashed it on my face. However, the best thing to do is to take a cold washcloth, a really cold washcloth, take a deep breath, inhale it, let it out, and it will give you like a dive response, like if you were to dive into water, and this automatically starts to calm your body down. I probably need to do it again, but yeah, so that's a really good technique. I can't remember what it's called. I might see if maybe, I think if you Google dive response it should come up, but I'm not sure. But okay, so I'm trying to just kind of breathe. I mean, I can still feel like flustered and, you know, a little you know, intense. Okay, but here are some coping mechanisms. I got my little notes. I'm gonna put this article, I'm gonna link it in the description, because it has some really good techniques, some other things. Why panic? This is the article that I'm gonna link below. Why it is that you panic. Okay, there's this doctor, his name is Dr. Reed Wilson, says that panic attacks are produced when panic deceives the brain into thinking there is imminent danger. Here you are standing in the aisle of a grocery store, not bothering a soul. Flip! On goes the emergency switch. Red alert, red alert, red alert. And that's exactly how I felt. I mean, I wasn't in the grocery store, I was just sitting on the sofa, you know, minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, just like, well, you know, it was gradually going up, but it was just, I hate it when that happens. Okay, and then, oh, yeah, anyway, it says, on goes the emergency switch, red alert, all systems prepare for battle. You know, and it's exactly like that. Okay, and then there's this magazine that's listed in the article. American Health Magazine describes it as an adrenaline rush that screams through your body for 5 minutes or an hour or a day, and then departs as quickly and mysteriously as it came, leaving you limp, exhausted, and dreading the next one. Like I said, I'm still kind of dealing with it. That's why my breathing is a little bit heavy. But I thought, for one thing, this will help distract me. If I come on here, and then also hopefully it will help somebody else out there that's, you know, having, you know, dealing with panic attacks or having one right now, or which just sometimes just finding something that will distract you can kind of help you snap out of it some. But I mean, a lot of it's just like, for me, I'll start hyperventilating, and so I don't think I've gotten to the part about the breathing technique. Okay, let's continue with the article so I don't, you know, get off topic, because you know how I am. So the roots of a panic attack, why it is. There's no clear answer of why people have panic attacks. It could be possibly a biological factor that causes people to be predisposed because of an abnormality in the brain's limbic system. Yeah. So that's one thing. If if your parents have anxiety or have had anxiety in the past or something, of course, that most likely you're gonna, well, it's possible that you'll have problems with anxiety too. Can it be cured? Unfortunately not. But there are relaxation techniques that can be very helpful, and that can help alleviate the buildup of anxiety. Because if you're able to control it before it gets to a panic attack, that's ideal. But sometimes you can't. And some of the things that you can do to calm yourself down, looking through my article, because right now it's hard to even bring back, like, okay, what do you do when you have an anxiety attack? I did do this is a really good one. Okay, when I was having the panic attack, I just thought about just kind of, at least I think I did it. I know I did say, this is gonna pass, this too shall pass, it's gonna pass, it's just a feeling, it's gonna pass. Okay, some calming techniques that are mentioned in this article. Calm breathing. Panic attacks are frequently accompanied by hyperventilation. Try to relax your breathing. Lie on your stomach. Count to 6 as you inhale. Count to 6 as you exhale. Then try deep breathing while sitting up, doing the same breathing techniques. 6 as you inhale. So let's just go ahead and try it now. That helped a lot. Like, it does feel like I kind of calmed down at least a little bit. Well, not a little bit. Actually, a good bit. So, counting 6 times inhale, counting 6 times exhale. Hopefully you did it along with me. If not, watch it back and do it along with me. Okay. Then it says try doing it standing up, breathing deeply in through your diaphragm. And to practice this daily, until it becomes natural, so that way when you start having anxiety, you won't like be like, what do I do? Because you're hyperventilating, so it will be hard to think clearly and everything. That helps when you're doing this. Some people find it helpful to imagine beautiful surroundings. I've done another video, like for me, I like imagining the beach, and yeah. So place yourself at the beach or wherever a calming place yourself at the beach or some other place of comfort. Okay, next thing, calming thinking. What if I collapse? I did feel dizzy. I did feel like I was about to collapse. Some other thoughts people have had is, what if no one is there to help me? What if my heart gives out? Now, these catastrophic thoughts will only fuel that panic. It will only make it 10 times worse. The main thing is try to, if you can, try to stay seated. Anyway, try to stay seated during the worst part of it, when you're starting to feel like you're about to black out. Most likely you're not going to black out from it. It's like a dissociative experience that can happen. Let me stop covering up my throat. But yeah, I feel like a mess right now. I really do. As I look at myself in the camera. Oh my goodness. So anyway, okay, next thing, well, more about the calm thinking. Try concentrating on the present situation, not the past, because sometimes, panic attacks, of course, can be caused by traumatic events in your past that have occurred, whether that's been abuse or some other type of traumatic event that you've seen or it's happened to you. Of course, those things can bring on a panic attack. But even if it's not anything in the past, but it's just like future stuff that you're worried about. What if this happens? What if that happens? Try to stay in the present moment, like I said in another video, of how to feel better immediately. And this, oh my goodness, it's the best thing to do. Try not to overanalyze also. Why am I feeling this way? What is happening to me? Am I getting ready to go crazy? Just a million things like that. Don't do that. Just focus on being in the present moment, which is instantly calming. Now, one technique that some people have found helpful is, as soon as they start to have catastrophic thoughts, they'll put on, they'll keep a rubber band on, and then snap the rubber band and say stop. That's another thing that is helpful, to kind of just stop that. Now, if you don't happen to have a rubber band, maybe just kind of have another technique of maybe kind of grabbing your, don't grab your arm in like a heart attack way, but just kind of, what I was doing when I was having it is just kind of comforting myself by holding myself. Of course, I don't know, I may have been rocking back and forth. I could have been. It is kind of like whatever you have to do to get through it. Calm reacting. If you do have a panic attack, do not fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Sharon, don't fight it. Okay? It's just a feeling. Feelings cannot harm you. One thing that was mentioned is, imagine you're at the ocean watching the waves. They rise, they peak, and then they dissipate. So panic flows in that same fashion. Instead of fighting the wave, ride it out. It will pass. Whenever it's over, do not overreact, do not overanalyze, which is so hard for me not to overanalyze. Why? Because then I feel like that way I can control it, that way I can stop it from ever happening, which is not helpful at all. It says, when it's over, do not overreact or overanalyze. It is gone, like a sneezing spell or a headache. It's gone. It's done. You know, and that's helpful too. Whenever, especially when you start feeling like you're coming down from the extreme, intense feelings of panic. When I started saying to myself, "Okay, you're okay," and even doing it, you know, if you kind of just tell yourself you're okay, you're gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, just like the way you would talk to a child, to your inner child. What would you say to that little girl or little boy inside of you that's upset at this, you know, at this level? You know, everything's gonna be okay. And just kind of, I like to kind of hold my hand on my chest or on my arms, anything that will kind of comfort myself. So that's a good way too. And like they were saying, with the riding of the waves, just think of it like that, of, you know, that this isn't going to last forever. In fact, that's another thing. Can y'all see it? Lemon heads. So I took 4 of these out, 4 little lemon heads out, and put 2 of them in my mouth and started to just kind of suck on it some, and then, you know, I couldn't help but crunch down and just try to just focus on that sour sensation on your tongue, the sweetness, like that sweet and sour. In fact, I think I might have one right now. If you like sweet and sour, that helps kind of gets you out of takes you out of the space your head is in. Looks like this.